The deadlock on Ascent. Well, I mean, you've obviously been reading the PDF. Fair enough. As it comes in to the barriers up, it's an immediate battle around middle, and BBL, the one's looking good. A lot of damage done, but
it really is hesitant right now from the side of KC. They're finally making their move, and that opener could be the difference.
Nice shot by LewN. He gets out as well. No, he goes back for more. It's a little greedy. Pays the price. 12 seconds. Salvo's in. Time ticking away. And the reposition down under, it might actually net them a kill. SUYGETSU's cleared it and found PROFEK. The plant is secure. Just about in the nick of time, that spike lands on the site. And so, a 2v3, an uphill battle. Jamppi with a rifle. He could consider carrying this through to the next. But I think his teammate only has... Oh, indeed, it's a sheriff and the recovered outlaw. Whether they want to put that to work. Yes, they do! That was damn close. And the outlaw now with a great opportunity, but he's gone for the... Looking to slow it down. KC are taking the space right after. Cam spots one. Jamppi under pressure has to fall back. They try to cancel out some of that utility. Stop them from having anything to blitz out with, and they'll wait it out. It's going to buy time. LewN finds one. That's the middler completely dealt with. This two-pronged approach now becomes just one. Much more linear, much easier for BBL to shut down, and Jamppi has caught 2, 3. In fact,
that literally looked like someone, like sociablEE just spammed smoke and got an immediate kill.
That's what I saw. I guess. But now they know it's not. 2 pieces of utility come flying through. Surely you have to just concede.
Oh, they've done well. Elite being able to catch out sociablEE. They'll get the information, and again, they're going to try and push. Now, this is the 3rd time I've said this. There's only one man on this B site that has to try and hold on.
He can't do it again, surely. Maybe he won't be given the opportunity. MAGNUM, good for the first and the second. MAGNUM, oh, he's jealous. He saw what Jamppi did, and he wants to copy, but he'll only find the 2. Still, that makes it a much easier task for the player on site. 15 seconds, spike still underway. In fact, all Jamppi needs to do is drop this spike to the floor, and now it's the last man standing. The round's done. The round is done. There is no way SUYGETSU gets away with this. Jamppi's come back.
I would say it's the lion's den just yet. Jamppi, by the way, is on this side of the map. He has not been here the entirety so far. Well, maybe that was the play. Overwhelm him. They've also managed to catch out another. LewN just tanks the Hunter's Fury, and he gets a second kill for it. Somehow they brought this one back from the depths, and bear in mind, you mention it, that Armageddon is available. Planting here, they're almost going to try and bait out. I think they know that there's a realistic chance that somebody's going to be pushing in this direction. It is madness that they managed it, because the thing with the A site that you always have to deal with.
Oh,
okay. But you always have to deal with PROFEK. That's what I was going to say. The long and the short of it. This time he's gone walkabouts, and he's met his demise by Elite. So from a 2-man disadvantage off LewN's openers to a man advantage, they're heading into the A site. They're heading into MAGNUM again. Surely he can't have the same sort of reaction. He's hit 2 of them already with the ult. They're so low, but they're still going to fight him, and they're going to win.
Yeah, saadhak's flash just saved them. Both players so low. One spam could have taken them down, and you almost have to think that maybe just spraying there while you're blind would have been the play. Tries to get back into cover, but couldn't make it away. Plant now secured. HP regenerated. That decay no longer in play. And Jamppi, well, we've seen him need a 3K before to save the round. It's going to be exactly the same scenario this time. And the positions, the cam for early info. Oh, I love that he baits it out. That dash is about to run out. Oh, even the paranoia to put pressure on, but not really close. Oh my god, they're going. Never mind. There's the aggression. The stun went in. The peaks go through, but it's a 2-for-2 trade.
I know exactly where you are.
The thing is, I feel like at this point the defense have been okay with that. They've been okay with sort of playing on an even footing, because that's what this comp almost relies on. Once again, they're going to put the pressure onto Jamppi, and while MAGNUM's been caught this time, he has been the thorn in their side all the way through, and I think they made the decision, you know what, Jamppi on B, I don't want it. I don't want to fight that man again. I don't want to play against him when he's in his hobbit hole. Instead, they're going to walk into PROFEK. I said he always has his moments in these matches. On this A site, he could be devastating, but not this time. SUYGETSU has put him in the dirt, leaving Jamppi with a long rotation back to the A site and another 1v3 to attempt.
Yeah, Still that Cypher to play up against, so the camera is going to be spotting him as he makes his way through. He's learned his lesson about going through heaven, I think. It doesn't quite work with that reveal. But I don't think anywhere is quite going to work here.
Yeah. The problem is, though, that is what you get with this triple issue. Where is PROFEK going? It's an absurd play. Oh, they're not just doing that in this round. There has to be more to this.
Oh, marteen as well. Almost every time they've gone for the play. There's been a knife to put in on A. It's not there. That Blade Storm sat up top. It has a chance.
It's a one and done spot, though. It really shouldn't be getting anything more than that. The element of surprise. He's kind of hoping that maybe somebody gets a little bit aggressive while his teammates rotate in. And now he's finally going to reveal himself. But by this point, they're kind of expecting players to come in from that angle. Nice work, at least. The patience paying off. But clearing these players from underneath is not going to be the easiest. The problem is the spike's not necessarily planted in the greatest spot for these remaining players of KC. It's going to try and bait out somebody from underneath, and that's exactly what he's done. One goes his way, but he needs a little bit more. Clears the second, and now they're just trying to find out where SUYGETSU is, but that time is ticking away. Needs to try and defend this one. I don't know if he's going to get it. It's going to be incredibly close in the end. Hold a little bit more aggressively. Leave that job to MAGNUM, who's just basically taken a straight up contact play. The fact is, though, this does seem like a bit of a ruse, as they now do look to hit back towards that B site where they've had those same struggles.
Oh, nice shots by sociablEE, and LewN chimes in for one as well. Good flash. Jamppi capitalizes on his own blind. And a 4 versus 2. I thought they'd learned their lesson, Tom. I thought they knew the B site was off limits. Big mistake, though. They've gone right past SUYGETSU. Pizza not being cleared in the slightest. And this, oh, it could be the beginning of the end for this B site hold. 12 seconds, though. Spike recovered. TP taken. But it's right onto the A site. Easy cancellation. No way for the plant to come through. And the round is secured again. The B site, the kryptonite of this KC attack. And the KD, the only thing to be recovered at this point. SUYGETSU picking up one, but the half is already not quite a foothold on the map just yet. And the pistol could make the difference. MAGNUM's already picked up the opening, though, as BBL accelerate towards this B site. It worked out wonderfully for them on the defense. No surprise they want to take the fight here on the attack. Let's see if KC can replicate some of that magic from the first half, and it doesn't look like it. The defense of B crumbles.
Yeah, this is already looking pretty bleak. All the remaining players towards the site itself, and an abundance of regenerative utility that can pretty much put them in the dirt the second they look to try and round the corner. sociablEE's got to be careful. He's actually spammed out. A nice shot from marteen. But all the while that time is ticking. They need to get a move on. Through the smoke they go. LewN, Jamppi on the other side.
Advantage that the attackers were hoping to find. One player down already, but they've got the control through mid. The Prowler tanking the trap, and the players walking through as a result. Embedded as MAGNUM, hoping to catch them rotating back through. Pressure on market as the walkout comes in, and oh, very nearly Elite was left in the dirt. They've spotted MAGNUM too. All the snakes being cleared from the grass. Someone's called St. Patrick, and it's a 5 versus 2. That I don't see them having any chance in, locked inside a main.
sociablEE's desperately hoping to find his Turkish counterpart on the other side with a little bit of mind control, reading where he went, but shots are not to land, and now leaving PROFEK. 1 versus 5. Everything still to find in this one, and realistically, very unlikely that they're going to get anything done here. saadhak at least is pretty low on HP, but the off
marteen to grab one.
All 5 players currently making their way through main. marteen has been caught by every single piece of utility, but Elite has stopped them at the door. He's denied them getting that opener. 3 players at the back side already for the side of KC. They have got the read spot on. And we're clearing them out from this spot. Shouldn't be easy at all. In fact, sociablEE's already dropped.
30 seconds left.
They're going to commit. Maybe not knowing how many players are still here. 20 seconds. Their chance to go elsewhere fading quickly, but the flank coming through. The longer this time goes down, the less likely they're going to have any chance. 14 seconds. They need to go. And on the way in, it's a frenzy from Jamppi. And it worked. Here we go. The Vision Strikers in play. Great flash. And marteen and Elite. They've picked up a double in mid. The TP up top. Operator's a scary thing. saadhak takes it to short, but saadhak, well, he might be just as scary. He spotted him. Oh, saadhak. The barrel baited marteen into swinging wide, and he's got another. A double pickup of all the rounds to step up in. And now the A site feels weak. They start to rotate in that direction, leaving just Avez. He's had a tough game so far. He's got 4 kills, and that flash ain't helping him. What a shot by 11, and the B side has fallen. Unbelievable. Of all the rounds for BBL to not just win, but
up the entire time, but he truly has.
Oh, marteen's under pressure. Manages to make it into Pizza, has backup. They're going to try to force the issue. Drone comes out, and a second player ready to swing in from Market as soon as contact is had. That is the downfall, almost using marteen as a bait. A worm on a hook, and hook, line, and sinker were BBL in that play.
Last player standing.
The mid fight for PROFEK, a position he's been in plenty of times before.
I feel like you have to have that read. Aggressive response, and already Jamppi is down in the dirt. There isn't actually anybody else particularly close.
Well, fully taken. It's going to be that B side. Magnum's lurk around mid finds a lot of value, but he's trapped in the corner. He needs something. He needs something to get out. He needs something to help him fight. Maybe not. He's done a ton of damage as well. Avez is on 33 HP. He wins the fight, but at what cost? The ult sent through to spawn, hoping to force another fight, but no one comes running. Everyone's towards Market. Now just a wraparound inside of main. And decent chance, but look at the HP. So low on both Elite and SUYGETSU. But no one's looking at SUYGETSU for now. He has a gap. He has the timing. He had at least 11 turn to face him just as he adjust with some aggression. Oh my goodness. They tell them that they're gearing up for a B hit, and that's the rotation coming in. marteen's now left alone. The drone actually comes in a little early before that rotation had fully bloomed. So saadhak's still going to be on site, but just a 1-for-1 trade. The op needs to step up, needs to be big. Win and get out at a minimum. The Blade Storm popped, but there's no fight to be had. 4v3 post plant.
Oh, nice shock dart at least. PROFEK will be tagged low. Make things a little bit more troublesome. marteen waiting for the door to be opened and immediately takes the head off LewN. Needs to clear the close corner. It is magnum again. Just looking to hold the line. I said that PROFEK always has a round. We've been waiting for it the entire game, and it looks like it came right at the end of it.
And now we get to put to the test whatever they've thought of as the way to counter. Immediately paranoia sent through, reveal as well. A gorgeous shutdown of the initial aggression in Garage, and you can tell BBL were very ready for that play.
Hey, you see a Phoenix? I said it before we even saw the map at the beginning of the day. I said the word garage. It's just where that agent really thrives. It's the best spot on the map because you can flash around the door. Magnum isn't audacious to be in as the Cypher on the team, but somehow he's still going to get out of there. Will he get out of there alive? He's going for the knife!
This is all a bait from KC. Spike is there. And in fact, Spike is spamming and taking down Magnum. That's a hell of a fight for saadhak. And the idea here was to get the aggression out on A, but
2 players still currently sit. I'm expecting maybe a flash, but no, it's going to be the dry peak. No more shots to be had, and while sociable is all that remains, he's got an awful lot to do, but dropping the spike might be the real game changer here. He won't get anything instead.
Spike planted.
yeah, just one. Just Jamppi. Rifle in hand, and a chance to save this even. That is a Phantom that he's working with, so he has a choice. Damage seems to be the preferred port of call.
Taking this position, let's stack it up. And last round, they just waited. They were very patient in that response. And now the pressure's coming in again. Flash doesn't catch onto PROFEK, and that's enough for him to pounce. A stun even comes in afterwards, but maybe getting a little bit greedy. Wanted a bit more, but has done the work necessary. Now the danger, well, really isn't getting any better. Some fake shots fired by MAGNUM as it's Jamppi to hit.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe PROFEK did get a little too eager, but if anything, that got the players out of the woodwork on C-Long. 4 versus 2 now. Barely anything left to play with. No chance for SUYGETSU to go TP into A and make a crazy play. He's miles away from the ulti. They're going right into the stacked up site. And the second player is being spotted. MAGNUM saw the rifle. They're ready to pounce on him from behind. Sociable just dropping down. But a loss on this is another strong start for BBL. Look at the aggression from Sociable. It takes them a while to realize he's there. marteen TP'd past him. And in fact, that could be the downfall of LewN.
Yeah, they didn't realize how much ground they'd actually lost. Now Jamppi's looking to try and recover. Aftershock thrown in onto the player, utilizing a drone, and while the swing has come in, PROFEK through the smoke has taken down Avis. A genuine 2 opportunities in best of 5s to make it to EWC, to fight for that portion of 1.25 million. But marteen, on the other hand, is still looking strong. Finally, he will meet his match.
Run it down in this very position. Doesn't need to. Yoruld's cleared it. That could be a big mistake, though. They haven't seen MAGNUM. Oh, the shots don't land. Now he's in trouble. Now he's surrounded. Hat off the head, though, for the info. The spam, not quite there. He could get another onto SUYGETSU, but he's just hiding. He's biding the time, allowing the players on site to fight.
Yeah, and already, just look at the position of the spike. It's about as horrific as it can get. It doesn't even... I still have to be careful. It's not quite the same setup, but there are still multiple players there. Paranoia has been sent through, but this is all a ruse. They're running their way back towards this A site. And with run it back online, oh, there it goes. It's only going to be utilized to take out a trip. Sociable is still there above Hunter's Fury, and he just spammed through. He's managed to take out marteen just on a timing. Rolling Thunder now being utilized to deny anything more in terms of the plant, and this is just falling apart. The quick reactions of BBL are decimating the remaining.
But if you're not playing those parts of the map, and in fact, if you're looking to punish him when he takes that control, it's a different story. Now, here we go. Opening pick from the Sheriff, rifle on the floor, and pushing against a low buy like this. Yeah, it's already had its downsides.
Yeah, it's not the sort of round where you expect to see that. And I wonder if this is just LewN maybe realizing his teammates have been having all the fun, and it's Sociable about to take the exact same fight. He is, but this time there's a stun. Even still, though, SUYGETSU incredibly quick on the trade, and that one gun has now quickly been upgraded to 2. So they're going to be coming in with rifles after what was a pretty detrimental start. Rotation will have been seen. They know because of that neural theft that there is at least a player rotating in, and while PROFEK has been caught trying to be cheeky, that's pretty much the story of this round. Patience from Karmine Corp. And well, over-aggression from BBL.
Well, that's exactly it. Mistakes have been made. Big swing. And it's good for the pistols. Again, now upgraded for the most part. Or across the board, even. MAGNUM has to give away his position. And this time, at least, it wasn't needed. Back this time. Again, no small part thanks to this sniper we're seeing in play. The op about to ring out as Avez falls. Oh. But so too does LewN. A quick trade from marteen. The decoy respected by PROFEK before players about to blitz through. A Phoenix flash here could end him, but Phoenix is already gone. He's being deleted, and a heavy price to pay. Where was that? The other kill was a player trying to emerge from the smoke, I guess. Yeah. Elite does a remarkable job to take both down. And they're going to make their way through, trying to cut the rotate of Sociable. This fight is everything.
Oh, it's an opportunity. Sociable even somewhat expects it, but doesn't manage to land the shots. It's saadhak to find the kill. And now in a 2 versus 1 position. This crossfire should be incredibly hard to break down. You can see that Jamppi is taken maybe a bit of an unorthodox route at this. Jumping out of heaven should be incredibly difficult, but he's expecting somebody to be in this close corner. It's a fantastic read, and then works out
of the players. The punishment has been there. This time through the fire. LewN takes down Avez, and they keep going.
Well, dimensional drift is going to completely give the game away. He's basically just accepted his fate, I think, with Marteen already managing to get behind him. And sociablE, he knows where his opponent currently lies, but there's not really anything he can do about it. Hunter's Fury's going to be committed. In a 4 versus 2 scenario, that is not what I expected to see.
With 1 round left to go after. Hell, even keeping it for the opening duel might have been nice, but they want to give themselves a chance here. Not letting go of the 8-4 half that seemed very possible. Now look at this high-low. 3 players in the fight. Oh, PROFEK's got 2. It's winnable for sociablE. SUYGETSU tagged up earlier, but he's
Deploying drone.
Already spotting out one, but they look to try and just challenge LewN. Okay, maybe they've been quite good at trading him out, but when it comes to straight 1v1 duels, that's still where I expect him to win those battles. The walk up has got to be careful. sociablE already in position. Stun coming through. But no one really plays off. In fact, sociablE playing a completely unorthodox angle. Who's going to be expecting that? That's 2 kills for him. That gives them a 2-man advantage. But as we've seen so many times, BBL have been known to overextend.
There's been plenty of mistakes, but not this time. SUYGETSU put to bed immediately. And the lead has it all to do. 45 seconds, spike in his hands, but he's running into a fair few opponents. This one should be done. It should be done. Quick TP though, and it looks like KC are almost ready for this A hit, but a retake likely to be put into play.
Oh, Jamppi. Oh, I had an opportunity. But now making that deficit just a little bit more. Paranoia still in hand. Few shock darts in play as well. sociablE might just try and do some chip damage, but has to be careful not to be caught with weaponry in hand. Already, there goes the Paranoia. Utility being thrown in behind in an attempt to try and reveal, and while the bodyguard on the door is going to attempt it to be sociablE, he's done a lot of damage and now brought it down to the 1 versus 1. Already.
Camera taken out.
Information is had. Elite under some pressure, stunned up. I think he's just been hit by a Paranoia as well, but they haven't been able to capitalize onto him. They left him blind, but they haven't managed to clear him just yet. They're clearing everyone else, and he's run out of bullets. He just goes straight into a reload. Luckily, well, I guess he works out as the perfect distraction. A man with no bullets jumping through the air. Avez, he's clueless. He has no idea that LewN's in this corner.
That's for certain. And at this point, you have to look.
Yeah, it's worth noting as well in the last 2 matches, off the road to EWC, the best player was Avez, and well, I don't know how Magnus managed to just walk that far up and find 2 kills. This is just looking like pandemonium at this stage, throwing everything into the wind. The ult's not even going to get to sight. He's not even made it there. He's done it from the backside of B. I think because MAGNUM got 2 kills through the C connector, he expected that it was a B hit. It isn't. Ult wasted. Hunter's Fury for the post plant as if it was needed. And then a 2 versus 4. There needs to be a miracle. One-way smoke onto it, just basically trying to bait out what utility they have at the moment, at least. It doesn't seem like they're too worried, and both players being spotted. Avez has at least been able to find one, but there comes that Hunter's Fury. It's going to do a little bit of tickle damage, maybe.
Certainly not in feel here on this map.
If they get one more round, it's exactly the same.
Well, let's see. Perhaps we're rooting for an extra round for KC. Elite certainly is. He's picked up one. Hat off the head, but he's almost caught. Manages to find another. Wrap around, gets nothing. Elite stepping up to the plate when they need him most. PROFEK. Oh, no!
Unfortunately, Avez may have even been, well, I think Marteen probably bottom of the list, but then I would have put Avez in that bracket. They're having some great performances, but today has not been one of them. Maybe it's time for him to step up to the plate. Does at least get the opener this time around.
Well, that's a start. 6 rounds in a row. We've seen stranger things happen. That is for sure. I'm looking at that walk around by Magnum. They're looking at it too. They've turned just in time. They won't find the opening. Magnum's there for it. And look at Sociable. The reaction. It's perfect. They've lined up. He didn't even see saadhak. He had no idea he was there. But he takes him down with the same shot. Oh, man. His teammate's brains on the bullet.
Spike planted.
And now it's just marteen. One of the biggest ults we've seen if this works out. And he'll get nothing. Oh, he's hoping someone comes behind him, poor thing. They're all on long.
He's fired the dart into the air. It's going to come down in a second. I think Social was just trolling at this point. It won't even